Have you ever wondered why your knees start to ache the moment you get up, but feel totally fine when you're sitting down? Or why, despite doing all the right things, walking daily, stretching religiously, even buying top-of-the-line sneakers, you still feel weak in the legs, like one misstep could send you tumbling? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Over 60% of people over the age of 50 experience joint pain, balance problems, or muscle weakness. Not because they're lazy, but because they're exercising the wrong way. I used to think walking every day was enough. I counted my steps, did yoga stretches, and even upgraded my footwear. But after a few months, my knees screamed in pain every time I got off the couch. I couldn't bend over without bracing myself. I felt older than I was, and frankly, I was scared. Then everything changed. A physical therapist from Osaka, Japan, who specialized in seniors over 60, introduced me to 3 simple equipment-free moves. No gyms, no weights, no complicated routines. Just the right kind of movement. Within a week, my legs felt stronger, my knees stopped nagging me, and I could walk downstairs without fear. Today, I'm sharing those exact 3 moves with you. So, grab a chair or find a wall, and let's get your strength back. One simple move at a time. And hey, if you're over 50 and want more easy, science-backed ways to stay active, hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around until the end to tell me which move changed your life the most. Exercise 1. Wall sit. Let's start with one of the most powerful exercises you'll ever do without moving an inch. The wall sit. Here's how it works. Stand with your back pressed flat against a wall. Now, slowly slide down as if you're about to sit in an invisible chair. Ideally, your thighs should be parallel to the ground, and your knees directly above your ankles. But if you can't get that low yet, no worries. Start higher and work your way down over time. Hold that seated position for 20 to 30 seconds. Rest, then repeat 3 times. Sounds simple, right? But trust me, your legs will feel the burn, in a good way. Why is this move so powerful? Because it targets the quads, glutes, and core, the trio of muscles responsible for everyday movements like standing up, sitting down, climbing stairs, and even balancing. And here's something most people don't realize. After age 50, those muscles naturally start to shrink unless you train them. That shrinkage leads to weakness, instability, and ultimately, falls. Wall sits don't just build muscle, they build functional strength. You're mimicking the very motion of getting up from a chair, an essential movement in daily life. And because there's no dynamic movement, it's incredibly gentle on the knees and joints. When I first tried it, I lasted barely 10 seconds. My legs were shaking like leaves in the wind, but every day I added just a few seconds, and after a week, I could stand up from the couch without grabbing the armrests. That's not just exercise, that's regaining independence. So don't skip this one. It's the single most effective move to start your strength journey, and it only takes a wall and your own body weight. Exercise 2. Marching hold. This next move is so simple, it almost feels silly until you try it. Here's what to do. Stand tall next to a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair for support. Slowly lift your right knee to hip level, hold it for 5 seconds, then lower it back down. Do the same with your left knee. Repeat this sequence 10 times per side. That's it. No running, jumping, or sweating, just marching in place and holding. But why does this matter? Because this move trains some of the most important muscles for preventing falls. Your hip stabilizers, lower abdominals, ankle joints, and balance receptors in your feet and legs. These muscles often become dormant after years of sedentary living or limited movement. And here's the scary part. You may not even notice they're fading until you trip on a curb, miss a step, or lose balance in the shower. One of my clients, John from Phoenix, told me he hadn't stood on one leg in years. When he started, he could barely hold his knee up for 2 seconds, even with both hands on the counter. But by the 3rd week, he was brushing his teeth on one leg. No hands. That's what this exercise delivers. Real-world balance. Not circus-level tricks, just everyday confidence. Walking across the room without thinking, turning quickly, without toppling, catching yourself if you stumble. And the best part? You're building strength without stressing your joints. This exercise activates stabilizer muscles that you can't reach with regular walking or weight machines. So don't underestimate the marching hold. Add it to your daily routine and feel your lower body come back to life. one leg at a time. Exercise 3. Wall push, hold. If you think you need dumbbells to train your upper body, think again. All you need is a wall and a little bit of pressure. Here's how to do the wall push hold. Stand facing a wall with your feet hip-width apart. Place your palms on the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width. Now, press into the wall like you're trying to push it over, but don't actually move. Just hold that pressure for 15 to 20 seconds, then relax. Repeat 3 times. You're probably wondering, what's happening if I'm not even moving? This is called an isometric hold, a form of strength training where your muscles are activated without any movement. And for aging joints, that's a game changer. This single move strengthens your chest, shoulders, arms, and core, all while protecting your joints from impact or strain. It also retrains your postural muscles, helping you stand taller and reducing the slouch that often pulls on the back, neck, and knees. I used to get shoulder pain just from reaching into a cupboard or lifting a grocery bag. After doing this one move consistently for a few weeks, I noticed something strange. The pain started fading, my arms felt stronger, and even my upper back was more upright. There's no need to grunt and groan under heavy barbells. The wall push hold gives you all the strength you need to stay active, carry groceries, pick up grandkids, or even just open jars with ease, all without hurting yourself in the process. Give this a try, and you'll feel muscles you haven't used in years come alive again. Let's pull it all together. You now have a 3-move, 0-equipment routine designed specifically for people over 50. These aren't just exercises. They're tools for independence, safety, and long-term mobility. First, wall sit. Rebuilds leg power without straining your knees. Second, marching hold. Boosts balance and coordination with minimal effort. Third, wall push hold. Strengthens the upper body and fixes posture. Each one focuses on functional strength, the kind that helps you live better, not just look better. You're not training to impress anyone. You're training to enjoy your life, move without fear, and do the things you love, whether that's gardening, walking the dog, or playing with your grandkids. And you don't need a gym. You don't need fancy gear. Just 10 minutes a day and the decision to put yourself first. So, if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people over 50 can discover these moves. Subscribe for more simple, science-backed routines that keep you strong at any age. And comment below, which of these 3 exercises made the biggest difference for you? Remember, your body may be aging, but your strength is still there. Let's bring it back. One move at a time, take care of your body, because it's never too late to feel better.